Hello everyone, this is a HappyAnimaidCafeManager here with another walkthrough episode for the game Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Now that I'm done eating dinner, let's see the events unfold. As the judge said, he was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet, a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room, at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location. Order! Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight. The grave error. Mr. Edwards. They're yours. What? How? How dare! We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait! Aha! That officer that reminds me of Rock Lee from Naruto. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edwards, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me, he said the report had nothing to do with the Lawn and Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman, murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edwards, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Yeah! Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error and a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then no such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Wright, huh? Oh, well, it's rule 2. New evidence may only be submitted if it concerns the case on trial. And how is this relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this as evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. You are becoming a thorn in my side, Worthy. There have been rumors. After all, you were in the defendant's chair just last year. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edwards, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do, you'd better get results this time, really. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Poor Mr. Edwards. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. We will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will this be sufficient, Mr. Edwards? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. To be continued, baby. I don't know what my dog is barking at now. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Wright Company Law Offices. Mr. Wright, so, Pebble, get away from the window, now! Yeah, my dog is just growling at people randomly. So, Mr. Wright, so, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused, huh? Well, let's see, what is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out, or try to at least. Alright, let's do it! Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright, huh? Would you mind coming with me? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. February 23rd. Prosecutor's office underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Of course it was our victim who was killed at the department. And why my sister would never do such a thing, I know. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood stains or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore my strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff. You know, you can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But when the police have already done those tests, never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? To test the blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Just point to where you want to spray and then press the A button. Okay, let's find us some blood stains. Point at where you would like to spray some luminol. You just hit the A button. I can't see her eyes shining behind. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is blood stains. It's so. Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. And this is also my first time coming this far in the game. In my original file, no, not the walkthrough file, all I did was to save my progress after the first trial for this case. So I've never gone to this point. Or ever left the Wright Company law offices. So I'm not going to know what to do the rest of the way. Unless I practice on my original file in my spare time. Anyway, let's see the events unfold. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd, scientifically speaking, of course? What's odd about this scientifically? The amount of blood or the bloodstain's location? Why? The bloodstain's location is odd, elementary. Why is that elementary? I mean, I would think that if there was a fight, you'd expect some bloodstains here. I suppose you might think that. Come on, Mr. Wright, we're all counting on you. There is something odd about this bloodstain. But if it's not the location of the blood, then maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd. I definitely think so. I mean, look at the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It's strange. If they fought here there'd have to be more bloodstains than this. Hey, Mr. Wright, see how I'm marking the floor plans for when we find the bloodstain? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, that's very useful information to have. I saved up my allowance to buy this. Luminol testing fluid, received from Emma. Type other, received from Emma Sky. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. We'll drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? This luminol stuff is going to come in handy. Ha! I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr! You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just the kind of lead it in doesn't really get my mouth watering. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starbutt. No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from the security room right there. But I was afraid that it wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that... I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the evidence from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw the chief prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago, well, 2 years ago. No matter how hard it criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I could be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouth of suspect after suspect, and before long they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your luncheon, and you were let go, or fired. I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be on today. Still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. Wait, she doesn't mean... What do you think about this SL9 incident? on that night. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really. That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Do you think you can tell us more about the SL9 incident? It's not really showing up. So you take a look at this? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it. You must have to brew the leaf a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaf with some... Oh yeah, I've read this before. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I got flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime and climbed the chain link fence in that effort to stop the murder. That's why I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. To hold my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, it started. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have to disregard it again. Just like that time. That time... SL9 incident. That's when I learned the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I've ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence, not even a little. What? But the criminal was executed, right? Evidence. Of a sort, made up evidence. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Officer Jake Marshall. He's on security detail in the police department, isn't he? As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9. There was another side to the case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now, and no one up in their fancy offices could stop us. Wait! Those lunches you sell. There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that could help me investigate. Miss Starr's old boyfriend, how many does she have anyway? Just when the detectives on the case have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie, what? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch received from Miss Starr. Type other. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall? Is he your, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. February 23rd, Detention Center Visitors Room. Looks like this guy is in question. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How is she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. The chief said they caught the criminal at the police department. Let's go. Come back there. Police department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast that they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed in their own department. So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Security guard office. Evidence room entrance, guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond the door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh! What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where is the guard? I have a feeling I know who this guard is already. Look, on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check out on who went in and out of here. Yikes, that sure is prickly. It must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. This cactus is a lot like my sister, actually. Miss Guy, encased in cold, rigid shell with thorns pointing in every direction. Just like her. You know, I've been looking at this cactus a while now, and I don't see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than the physical similarity. I was trying to investigate that hat. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A poncho... Pinchy... Oh, I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Looks like the video from the... This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But it looks like... But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I like to be more of a yeah myself. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Back at the entrance. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that... One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you, Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think he just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean? You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, pal. On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Well, back at the detention center, visitor's room. Still, I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will get confusing. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator. I'd say, I was the perpetrator against, sir. That's what I'd say. Hi! Greetings, sir! Wait, I know who you are! Meekin! Excuse me, but this is Mr. Edgeworth. Anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekin, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman. Like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. I got a save game right now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, to be continued, baby.